Okay, finally home. I ate. I took my shower. I am ready to go. Wait a minute, do we have something in here? Water camp. Okay, nice. Good, I'll check this thing out as soon as we can, and maybe we can make some nice video about it. We're gonna check like all other kingdoms, like in detail. Open all of them, see what exactly are we dealing with, see our enemies, see our friends, see basically everything. Okay, this is good enough. Let's go like this. Time to just excuse me for like a moment while I'm just making my farms farm a little bit resources, because we are so close to our KVK and we definitely need a couple of resources here and there. Also gotta claim the VIPs. It's gonna take like 10 minutes, but after that should be good to go. Probably shouldn't take any more than that. Okay, let's go into the next one. Okay, everything is good in here. You know, if anything, I really should remember to transport all my resources from my farms to my main before the enemy camps send like people to hunt the farms of this kingdom, and they just destroy me and kill all my troops and take all my resources. So I really should find some time, maybe tomorrow or another day, to just like transport all my resources from my farm alliance to from my farm accounts to my real account. This one though in particular, this one is in another kingdom, so I'm not really worried about this one. Nothing gonna touch this guy. He's safe for now. We just we're just trying to take this amazing city to City Hall 24, where it's gonna be the most useful for me and my main account once I take it to 3269 as well. We can do the gold mine here, that's good. What else? I'd say this is good enough. Let's go. Yeah, let's go to the next one. Let's go to this one right here. We got 2 more, and after that we are ready to go into our main account and just grind some Marauders. I really apologize guys for taking so long today. I was to all the people who watch me like regularly, they also know that I'm training for a local marathon which is gonna happen in my country, which happens almost every year, and I've been running in that marathon for like 2 years right now. And the first year that I took part in it, I did the marathon for like an hour and a half. The second time I did for like an hour and 15 minutes. So this time I'm really aiming to finish my 10k in like an hour or something. It's really not the fastest like it's definitely not a pro type of pace, because the people who just run marathons like the whole time, who have it for a job, like the real athletes, they do it for like half an hour. But I cannot exactly compete with those guys, can I? All I just do is basically I do my own pace, let's say, and it's good enough. But it's progress. Like every year that I'm going to a marathon, and so far I've been doing progress, so I'm really hoping that this year is going to be some progress in it as well, and maybe one day we can maybe finish in like 30 minutes. Who knows, one can only dream. What's important is to never give up, and the rest is just gonna happen on its own. Okay. Okay, this is good. We are almost done in here, and then we go back to our main. Was good, you know. I think that you know, Squid. You know, Squid. You just know that I'm not gonna answer to your comment the way you typed it. You really gotta type it properly. I ran 10k. Hey, Johan, welcome to the stream. Hello. I run 10k in 56 minutes. Train for a month, but I have physical jobs. So always had base endurance. Yeah, like. When I first started doing marathons, like my first problem, like the first marathon that I did, the only reason as to why I finished for like an hour and a half is because unfortunately I was only doing like 5Ks during my training and my like training sessions. And when I went to the actual marathon, I actually ran pretty fast 5K, like about 25 minutes. But like the rest of the marathon, like the rest of the 5k, that's when I started having trouble, because my body just wasn't used to running 10k. And the second marathon that I did, I was actually a lot better, but the whole idea is that I increased my distance but I lowered my pace. So I was doing 10k this time, but I was doing like at a lower pace. This time I'm actually used to the 10k pace, to the 10k distance, and I'm just trying to increase my pace basically. So that's why I'm hoping to really manage to finish it in like less than an hour. If I could finish it in like 55 minutes, it would be like perfect. As far as my goals are for like this year and this marathon. But if I finish it in like an hour, then that's good enough as well. That's basically my goal for this time. I hope that I can make it. I don't know, but it's too soon to speak, I guess. By the way, Johan, how old are you? Is it Johan or is it Joanne? It's probably Joanne, right? Now that I'm thinking about it. "26? You're actually almost the same age as I am. I'm 27, so you're just like a year younger basically. When is your birthday? Like what month? I'm just trying to like calculate like the difference between us." Yeah, I'm gonna. Do I have like? Oh no, I do not. Okay, I'm just gonna go with like 4 marches, because if I go with 5, the 5th march is not a peacemaker, so it's gonna cost me like 50 action points every single time. Meanwhile, if I just go with 4 marches, my AP is gonna decrease every single time that I keep going, because all the peacemakers, basically the way the tree is, the skill tree is built, is that you lose -2 AP points every single continuous attack, so up to like -10 or something. Actually no, minus 10, minus 20, because it stacks like all up to like 10 times. So basically if my Lohar is gonna take 50 AP to attack the first time, he's gonna take only 30 AP to attack the 10th time. So I would just rather fight with like 4 peacemakers. It's a lot better. So one thing that I want to do is I want to go in here. I want to see how, like my AP, how much AP I have. Like I'm just screenshot this. I'm gonna see how much AP I have, because I really like I'm going to be spending somewhere around 100,000 AP at least in here. So, but I want to know like what's my initial AP. What are we fighting with? You know. So far we have 531k AP, so I'm gonna stop at like 400k or something. Okay, the first one is already gone. Let's go. 26th of July. Okay, so mine is at 6th of August. I would say we basically have like a year and about 2 months. No, June, July, August, like a year and a month of difference. We're definitely not far away, man. I don't know why, but I was like under the impression, wait, maybe you don't have like pictures in your Rise of Kingdoms account, but I don't know why I was like under the impression that you were like 30 or 40 something. I don't know why. I just I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know why I had that impression, so I'm really sorry. So when you said like you ran a local marathon and you finished for like 55, I was thinking to myself, god damn it, she's amazing. Not that you're like any less amazing now that you're 26, but you get the point. It's really not easy to get those numbers once you're like a certain age. You start like your body starts slowing down, you really cannot keep up the pace anymore. I see the whole time. Ever spend all those AP, bro, use 5 Mars, all peacekeeping, what the hell is Bjorn? I don't have any more peacekeepers, should being said. Wait, where did I send my... Oh, I used 2 peacekeepers actually. That's my problem. I actually used 2 peacekeepers. So my Boudica has to like return home. Where's my Boudica? Okay, she has to return home, and I would like to send like 2 more marches instead. Alright, good. Use all those AP, brother. I'm gonna use like 100k. I need to have some AP for the rest of KVK, don't you think? You have Keira? No, I do not. I never unlocked her. I don't know why, but I never felt like I needed Keira. It was honestly, it was like a waste of points. I would just rather get some speed ups and materials rather than get my Keira. Use marksmanship. Do I have her? Do I even have her? I actually do. I got a level 60. Huh. I actually do have her. Okay, so you gotta get Bjorn back. We gotta get Bjorn back, but let's whoa, no, we retreat. That's not a... Use Cow. No, I do not have him. Well, I do have him, but he is like on level 20. I haven't like updated my Cow. It wasn't worth it. Honestly, like any golden peacekeepers besides my Ethelfled, which was basically free, I never worked on because I felt like there was no need to work on them, and I do stand by that opinion. I'm not at a point right now where I can just afford to just waste points on my Cow. Why would I even need the guy? He's basically useless. I mean, unless you need for like something really specific, but it's not any good. It's not even worth it for the field anymore. So I'd just rather go for commanders that are actually part of the field. That being said, let's get our Boudica here, and instead of Ethelfled, gonna be Lichtan 2, and let's see, we gotta get like Ethelfled in here first. Where's Ethelfled? Gonna have to remove her. Gonna be like Ethelfled here first, and my Liuche second. Okay, good. Waiting just a little bit. How much time do I have to wait though? Do I have to wait too much? You know what, I'm just gonna keep going with this too. Meanwhile, I don't know what else do we have? We have March Wilmer for our 5th March. Okay, it's doable. Al Congress, hey, hello, welcome to the stream. This is your first time in my stream, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Use Cow, upgrade him? No, hell no, man. Why would I upgrade Cow? It makes no sense. It's a waste of It's a waste of time. Honestly, it's a waste of time and resources. Call back Björn and use marksman. I will. Chillax, brother. I will. I'm just waiting for all of my marches to come here because I don't want to do 2 marches while I'm waiting for the rest. Don't worry about it. I got this. Don't worry about it. We got it. Okay, let's see now. Let's just go back a little bit, see exactly where we can kill some Marauders. Where do we have some? So there are like one here. Have I like went too far? Okay, so let's go like this. Meanwhile, I'm gonna use a multiple without Björn, and the rest of them are gonna come here. But I really need to like find an area which has like a lot of them. So I see 1, I see 2, and then I see nothing else. Like 3, 4, 5. Okay, so okay, we got a path. We got a path going on. That's important. Cao is insane single target damage with insane debuff. So why would I upgrade him and use him for like 5 marching barbs? Why would I? Brother, I barely have enough golden stuff to upgrade my fighting commanders, and you think that I will be wasting my golden sculptures and stars on a peacemaker? Let's be honest about it. Not any, like, most peacemakers, you don't really need them. They're just useless. Like, I would say like the only that you need, honestly, out of like the normal commanders, I would say it's just like Richard. Richard is basically like the only one that I really gotta work on. That I would just get into 1-1-1-1 and level 60. Like he's probably like the only one, because like he's really good with level 40 barbarians into Season of Conquest. Like that's about it. Like the rest of them, like the others don't really matter. Is your Cao 511 from Keys? I have no idea. No, I don't believe he is. I don't believe he is, but still I have to waste stars, man, to get into like level 60. So why would I? I don't believe he is. Let me just see. He's actually 4-3. Actually 4-3. Let me see just how many I have of him. I only have like 17 sculptures of Cao, so nowhere near those numbers. It's okay, man. We got this. We definitely got this. Okay, let's see some rankings. I'm really like curious about how this thing, everything in here is going. So we got 29, 21, who's like first, 38, and we are like second place in here. Individual rank, like, whew, these guys have actually gone all the way up to like 1,000,000 points. Crazy. We'll see how much we can manage. So this one is gonna be like at least a 2-hour stream, if not more, but at least a 2-hour stream. We definitely have a lot of work to do. Okay, let's see, where do I see like the other ones? So we were going here. Okay, that is good. Don't use golden heads on him. Upgrade to level 40 and put all his points on peacekeeping. Yeah, but I gotta use the stars, man. Don't you feel like that's a waste of stars? Like, don't you actually feel like that he's a waste of stars? How many stars do I even have? Wait a minute. Let me just check this before I do something that I'm gonna regret. It's really not that many stars when you think about it. Like, there's enough in here to just go for one commander, but I'll just rather use my peacemaking woman. Like, she is not half bad. And plus I'm gonna upgrade the Richard as well, like I said, brother. So taking my Richard to level 40 and 50, I'm gonna waste like 100 stars on him as well. So I'd rather just go for my Richard instead this time. So do I take him like with YSG? Yeah, I believe it's a good idea. Lila show matchmaking. It's actually secret. It's actually secret. Like until we make the video. Not just joking, man. Just joking. I'll show you in a moment. I'll show you in a moment, brother. Don't worry about it. Where's the matchmaking here? I mean, the matchmaking is basically gone, but let's see how I can do this. Okay, we can just go like this. So if I go in here and I open Lelouch, I go like, where's Lelouch in here? Where's Pain? There you are. So I'm just gonna send like the file basically. I'm just gonna send like the file, and so I can open it into. Okay, so basically this is the matchmaking that we have right now, man. We are part of the wind camp right here. Wait a minute. No, we are part of the earth camp. What I'm talking about. We are part of like the earth camp right here, and we have 20th, 2094, 2334, 2675, 3234, and 3269. And from what I saw from the last email, I believe that these are going to be like our allies. It's still not decided, but I believe that water camp is going to be our allies. And honestly, they're not that bad. In terms of like kill ranking, now they're just a little bit weak, truth being said, but not by much. Like the numbers are basically like here and there. So you will make a variant, of course, man, of course. And I would say like the only problem technically would be like 3060, but I believe that Scutes told me that actually it's just a second domain of them, so there's nothing to really be worried about in here. Because that would be like the biggest issue that we would have if we were to like fight an Imperium. Ever did you see the new commander skills? She's insane. I actually did not. I actually did not, brother. I actually haven't seen them just yet. These are more accurate, I think. Thanks, Scutes. I appreciate it, brother. So let's see. The water camp, the fire camp, the earth camp, and the wind camp. So we are here. Where's the earth camp? We are right here. Okay, total kill points and total power. So total kill points 816 billion, and let's see what the war camp is. 735 billion. Meanwhile, these are supposed to be our enemies. 802 billion and 753 billion. And we are gonna fight, like, in terms of like power, I would say earth, like fire is definitely like really ahead of us in terms of power. Oh yeah, it's actually 3062. Yeah, that's actually confirmed right now. In terms of power, like fire definitely has like that huge buff of power over the rest of the kingdoms. I would say like the other ones are decent. We're like almost close, like we are like the same thing as wind in terms of like power, but we have more kill participation than them. And I believe that if we're like gonna fight versus those two, then definitely the challenge is gonna be fighting. Where are you? Hey, come here, get your ass in here, get your ass in here. Tree of Life. Target single, cost range 1000. If serving as primary commander, deals direct damage to a target troop. Okay, so only one. Damage factor 280, not half bad. If serving as secondary commander for the next 10 seconds, whenever this commander heals a target, they also deal 80% affected by the troop's attack of the heal strength as true damage. True damage, that basically means that no defense or shield is gonna apply to it. This commander's troop is mighty heal. Okay. March speed reduction 50%. Okay, that's good because that means you can chase. Mighty healing factor like 2000. I mean, 2000 is definitely not bad. It's as good as Joanne basically. Wait, not Joanne. Yeah, was it? No. What was the commander that you just shouldn't not maximize? Was it Joanne? I don't remember. But anyway. This commander archer like 35% health and 20% march speed. Okay. Archer health bonus 35%, archer march speed bonus 20%. If this commander is in a field, their troop takes 10% less normal damage. Okay, whenever, so, but skill doesn't apply though, so smite is still gonna be a problem. Whenever the troop uses an active skill, it mighty heals up to 3 nearby allies. Whoo, okay, but by nearby allies, does it mean like only my marches or my allies as well, or friendly troops, including these commander troops for a large portion of their slightly wounded units? cooldown 3 seconds, normal damage reduction 10%, mighty healing factor 500. Not too much, but okay. Okay, let's see this one as well, and we're just gonna we gotta keep on grinding with the Marauders, brother. This commander troop takes 20% less damage all on the camp. While this commander troop is on the map, whenever it produces 60% units remaining, it will be mighty healed for a large portion of its slightly wounded units. Healing factor 5000. Holy hell. For the next 8 seconds, the troop loses 40% attack, takes less percent. Brother, this is broken. This is actually broken. What? This is broken. 5000 healing factor plus. Whoa, okay. Whenever this commander troop heals a troop for the next 3 seconds, the healed troop gains 10% defense, deals 20% more normal damage. Includes smite damage and damage dealt by basic attack and counter attack. Does not include damage dealt by ranged basic attack. Okay. Overall, man, I'd say there's some pretty cracked shit in there. Is it gonna be like the end of the infantry meta and the start of the archer meta? What do you guys think? She gonna replace Herman Prime and go secondary to Zhug Liao. That's gonna be huge if that happens, man. That's actually gonna be huge if she somehow like goes as high as to even take Herman Prime out of the picture. Ah, thanks for generating, brother. I was about to do that, but thank you for generating it. It is actually really good in here. Yeah, like I would say, okay, okay, the power in here and what I had in the Excel spreadsheet are kind of like different, so we have to see like which one is like the closest to reality. I don't know which one is like the closest like real scan, so we have to see on that. But if there's those numbers, like I would say it's a lot better, it's a lot closer. Otherwise, I believe that the fire camp is just slightly too much more buffed up than we are, at least in like raw power. We ain't speaking here about anything else, but just like raw power. Herman not getting replaced be so good, 45% skill damage. I mean, yeah, but if she had a healing factor of 5000, man, I've never seen. I don't know of any other commander that actually has a fighting commander that has a healing factor of 5000. The one I sent is from Flash. Yeah, seeing from the way that you generated, since I have like a couple similar as well, I figured it was going to be from Flash. And honestly, the scans aren't like that bad. I believe that about 2 weeks ago he said that all the kingdoms had been basically rescanned and they should be up to date, so I hope that that's the case. Lelouch, she can be used as primary to YSG too because she gives everything YSG needs: health, march and speed. Skills probably has more accurate ones. Thank you for subscribing, Loco. Welcome to the stream, brother, and welcome to our channel. I appreciate you, as always. I appreciate all the new members who come in here. And thank you for pressing that like button, I appreciate that as well. We have officially 4 likes now. Constantine has 1.5 healing factor, 15k, oh 15k healing factor, lol. Yeah, but he's not exactly a fighter now, is he? I don't. Has anyone ever seen like Constantine fight lately? ISO, oh, Typhoon Gaming, welcome to the stream. Hello, man. How are you doing today? Mighty Healing has bigger healing factor than Constantine Healing. Mighty Healing? Honestly, I have no idea what that is. Excuse us, probably the more accurate ones. I don't know, like Flash said that he upgraded, like he rescanned all the kingdoms and they should be up to date now, but I hope so. Like honestly, I would hope that the ones that you sent me were actually like the better ones, because if you go in here, it's actually like 54 billion power for the camp, while if I go to Scutes, it says that fire camp is 57.1 Well, no, I'm sorry, fire camp is actually 64.8, so there's a huge difference between 64.8 and 54.3. That's like a 10 billion power difference. So I would hope that Scutes are are actually wrong and yours are correct, but oh well. I mean, 3060 can just be left off totally. In my opinion, they will just waste teleport spots and do nothing. I mean, we don't know that, man. What if they're actually here to fight? What if they're actually here to fight? Can you imagine? Thank you for the 5 likes. I appreciate that. Not bad yourself. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I woke up today. I went to work. I came home. I slept for like an hour. I went to do some running. And if you're like on my Discord, and everyone, if you're in here, you want to join a really cool place, join my Discord. Is the best place to be right now. It's actually like even Rihanna requested to join, but we gotta see if you're gonna accept her, because she doesn't exactly play Rise of Kingdoms, but you get the point. Anyway, jokes aside, guys, I went for a run. I even sent like a screenshot on my Discord that I ran for like 5.5 kilometers, and I came home right now and we started grinding on the Marauders. I know that I'm a little bit late, like most of the other people have already done like 1,000,000 points and 2,000,000 points, so we definitely have a lot of work to do. I need to be like really high today. This is going to be like a stream of, I would say, at least 2 hours, but I would not be surprised if I actually keep it up for like 3. I would not be surprised if I even have to like stream for like 3 hours in here, because we very much need it right now. Even if they try, we will lock them in like 5 minutes. True, but they might be just like annoyance to they kind of like join the allies, you know, like in zone 7 or zone 8. Like if they just build a fort into like borders, that's when they're gonna be a problem, if they have like access to Kingsland. Otherwise, yeah, you're right, probably they wouldn't really be much of an issue. But if they get access to Kingsland and just be annoying with the other guys, I would just see how their 10 billion power can be an annoyance. But yeah, overall, like honestly, we were expecting the worst. Me and Scutes, we were expecting the worst. We were even expecting some Imperium Kingdom. So we're actually really glad that this KVK so far looks like it's balanced. Ever for chaining KVK barbs, I can show you my Richard. Of course, man. Thank you if you can do that. I have to upgrade my Richard anyway, so I really need my Richard to be ready for this KVK. The last one I managed to do with like Lohar, but you know, Lohar could basically chain to like 2 or 3 barbs and then he had to like return home. So I definitely do need my Richard this time. Have we done everything in here that we could today? Use 5 tomes of knowledge. We gotta do that. Okay. Where do we go from here? There we go, like right here. And I also gotta open like some chests in here. Oh, we actually got 3 to open. How's the KVK looking? I missed the info and allies, if any. I'll show you in a moment, brother. I'll even make a video about it, because our allies were basically confirmed like only like a couple hours ago, so I really had no time to do a video as soon as I came home, and I really have to grind Marauders. But I'll show you in like a moment my allies and everything. Vanquished, 400 kills. Whoo, shit. Nice, man. Nice. Let me just check on your Richard right here. Okay, some basic stuff. Eternal Light, that's good. I believe I have an extra Eternal Light as well, so I might actually just craft one for my Richard. But he is at what? He's at 5111. Okay, so that's really attainable. It's not gonna cost me too many golden heads and everything. So anyway, going to Typhoon Gaming's question about my KVK. This is basically how my KVK is gonna look, man. In here we are like part of like the Earth camp, and we have 2094, 2334, 2675, 3234, and 3269, which is us. These are like, we have a combined power of 52.5 billion. We have kill preservation of 812.9 billion. We have like over 24 members who are like over 100 million. We are going to be fighting with well, these are our allies, by the way. If you go in here, we have 1837, 1877, 1941, 2186, and 2538. They have a combined power of 57.1 billion, a little bit more than ours, but in terms of like kill preservation, they kind of like fall just a little bit lower. They have like 27 guys who are over 100 million, and they have one guy who's like over 200 million. These are going to be like our enemies. Is the fire camp and the wind camp. And the fire camp is basically 1699, 1819, 2095, 2132, and 3060, but the second domain. 3060, by the way, it's basically like it's an Imperium kingdom, but because it's the second domain, there's nothing to worry about according to Scutes. The combined power they have is 54.3 billion, even though in another sheet it's actually 64, so I don't know which one of the two values is correct, to be honest. They have a kill preservation of 825 billion, just a little bit more than ours, but nothing to be worried about. And they have 45 guys who are over a million. Now this is kind of worrisome. Like if you go and see like the two camps, they definitely have some more members who are like above 100 million than we do. Like I'd say like they have double the numbers that we have. So it's this one is a little bit to be worried about in my opinion, but not as much, you know. But this is definitely something. So this is the other enemy camp: 1019, 1721, 2696, and 2921, and 3267. Which is actually like from what I noticed, nobody likes 3267 in our kingdom. And if I'm not mistaken, is it because they were your enemies, the previous KVK as well, Scutes? Anyway, they have a combined power of 52.6 billion, they have a kill preservation of 754.4, and they have 33 guys who are above 1 million, and one guy who is like above 200 million. So overall, I would say it's a decent KVK. Like it's definitely not something crazy to be worried about. We were expecting much worse. We were expecting some real Imperium Kingdom to show by and maybe just like kill the whole KVK, but that didn't happen, thankfully. Spartan Gaming is doing a Marauder hunting stream as well. Nice. Sadly, I really cannot join him right now because I have to grind myself, man. I wish I could, but I really cannot. I really have to grind myself because we have a lot of work to be doing in here. 3267 will trade us in KVK 2 or 4, and their other allies in KVK 1 or 3. You really have bad blood between you, man. You really have plenty of bad blood between of you. Don't bet we are in similar boat, not as many 100 million plus, but the activity of our camp is a lot higher. That's good, man, that's good. If you want, you can just give me like a screenshot or make like a flash and just send it to me right here, and I can just show your KVK here for like a moment. I'm not gonna be going as much in detail as we went with mine, because I really gotta focus on my Marauders, but I can definitely spare like 5 minutes and check out your KVK as well, man, if you want to, of course. Teleport to the edge of the map, you will get more Marauders closer to each other. Really? Actually, let me check out your theory, by the way. Yeah, let's actually check your theory out. Maybe it's something. Maybe there's something in there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay, this is a lot better in here. So yeah, you're actually right about this, man. But I'm really lazy to make my marches from scratch. I'm really lazy though, but okay. All of you come home. We are gonna teleport at the edge of the map. And Scutes, which edge of the map is where the traders or the external or whatever the expelled guys are? Because I really don't wanna jump somewhere where I'm gonna get zeroed. So which part of the map can I teleport? In the meantime, let me see how many of these do we have. 55. Let's open them. Let's see what we get. Let's see how many we get. Oh man, I'm really unlucky. I'm really unlucky. Look at this shit right here. Really crazy unlucky. Okay, let's see. 2-hour speed ups. Nothing huge, honestly. I actually got like 500 gems before, so I was actually like that a little bit more. You can teleport everywhere because those rogues have 0 troops, not even active. I'm not worried about the rogues. I'm worried that I might get like kicked out by mistake because we need room in the alliance and someone is gonna zero me throughout the night. I'm actually more worried about the main alliance, not the rogues. The rogues, they really cannot do much to me right now. Okay, that being said, let me see some daily quests I'm really curious about. Okay, this one is gonna get done soonish. Purchase 20 items for the courier station. I gotta wait for my troops to finish before. Oh, actually no, I gotta wait a minute. I gotta do something. So we gotta speed off all of my troops for like 5 minutes so I can do them like before reset. It's really important. Okay, nice. And Thief Catcher, I've done it once, should be good. The Golden Kingdom now, I really gotta do tomorrow. The Golden Kingdom. This one is already finished, nothing in here. I'm not gonna use any speed ups. Honestly, here there's really nothing to worry about. The Mightiest Governor. Let me just do my. Let's go like this. Let's wish something. Let's see if we can get like the 50%. Can you get the 50? Can you get the 50? No. Can you get the 50? No. Can you get the 50? No. Can you get the 50? Yes. Nice. I really haven't done this one though, but F it. Oh, look at my perfect gems. 5.5k by the way. I actually got some nice I got like 1,000 gems today just from doing Marauders, so it was a really good day for me, truth being said. Overall rankings real bad, only 109th. We gotta push for like at least at least today I really gotta push for someone in here, like in these 500k at least. I really gotta push for at least like 500k. We're talking like today, and tomorrow we gotta grind some more. Upgrade power, 40,000 points. 4.1 million points. Really, man? How did you even do it? Point. Okay. Level 7. Okay, let's open this one for like a moment, see what's going on in here. We got like 3 minutes before my troops come home, and are we actually fighting in here? But this is always happens. Like I have to like just log out now. I have to like log out. There's a glitch that happens to my Rise of Kingdoms, which basically what it does is that if I have it logged in for too long, it doesn't show me the alliance territory anymore. 57Z is in here. Okay, so this one is not open yet. I see that they're actually at this level 7 right here. It's nice. 7.6 billion right here. You're fighting with okay, 5.2 right here, and 11 MG in here. 11. Whoo! These guys have some nice power in here. I really want Costandine for my Olympia and Sunset setup, which is why I'm pushing for MG. 7.7. Okay, now I'm just looking at the raw power, but doesn't necessarily mean anything. Like, raw power is not exactly. Oh, cool, these guys are powerful though. The raw power, like, these guys are really good. 8.1. I would say, like, in raw power, this camp is just a little bit stronger than the camp in which 57 is. But raw power is never everything. So we just gotta wait and see. My troops haven't returned yet, so let's see what's going on down here as well. So these guys are 9.9. Let's see in here. We have 3.8. Okay. And in here there's like a 5.3, which, wait a minute, fire plus water. Okay, so it's fire in here and water should be in here, right? This should be the water camp. Okay, yeah, and there should be like the fire camp up there. So normally it's like left versus right KVK from what I'm gathering. And this guy should be like the enemies. 9.2, 5.4, and 10. I would say, man, in terms of like raw power, you are like at disadvantage, but I haven't seen like the kill points or anything like that, so I might be wrong in terms of evaluating your KVK. That being said, man, I really wish you the best of luck, and I hope that you can manage to win it. Okay, let me just do something nice in here, which is remember where I was. Special, my special place. Okay, nice. So I remember for wherever my position was lately. I'm hoping to bed, Nightman. Hey man, good night. Thank you for stopping by the stream and staying for so long. I appreciate it. A lot of power is stealing one of the past 8 alliances. Past 7 opens in a week. You pushing for Marauders? Yes I am. Yes I am, man. We are gotta push for Marauders, and we have like less than a day, so we really gotta like hard grind. If anything, I'm gonna see if tomorrow, like, maybe I just don't go running, or I just don't sleep at all after work, because I really gotta find some time and just wait. Do we have like something in here? So if I go MS, do we have like a zone 1 that we can go into? So yeah, we can just go in here basically. Yeah, we can just go in here. Come on. Alliance chat. That's nice. I had like 55, but I opened all of them. I only had like 55. By the way, are you waiting to open all of them like in one go? Okay, let's go with CPU like this. Let's go. The second one should be my. We gotta remove the Ethelflad, and the first one should be this one, and we could take it like with YSG or something. Okay. Third one has to be this. Oh, this Liu Che, it's such a pain because he won't let go unless I put him somewhere. Like, he's always like a favorite. So god damn it, man. There you go. Okay, let's use the late one. Okay, this one is done, and the fifth one is gonna be the Max Woman with the Björn. Okay, it's something. It's something. Okay, so let's select all in here. Let's go like this, and let's start. So let's see the path that we can take. If we go to this side, we have 1, 4. We got plenty. Yeah, we're definitely going this side. This side is basically stacked. We're definitely going this side. Actually, let me check in here too. No, we got plenty stuff to do in here as well. So let's go like this. Let's go like this. That's a lot of sacks that you have. That's a lot of sacks that you have, Joanne. Good job. 716. How many? I'm really curious. Like, what rank are you? Let me just see if I got you in here. If I can like find you. Individual rank. Probably not. It's gonna be impossible. Kingdom rank. Seconds. Isn't it? Why was I like so sure that there's like a button in here which basically you can watch only your alliance? I don't know why. I was like super sure that you could just see only like your alliance in here somewhere. Okay, I might be wrong. Who cares? I would touch your special place. Man, you really gotta stay away from Scutes. The guy is basically giving you bad ideas, man. The guy is giving you so bad ideas. You really gotta stay away from Scutes. I'm telling you. That button is for honor ranking KVK. Ah, I don't know why I was so sure that I'd seen the round. So I wanted to see what place I was in my alliance. Now I know that I'm nowhere in a good place because I only have like 56,000 points, and we gotta do like at least 500,000. But at least 500,000, I would say. What's like a good goal to have in your opinion for like this stage of the KVK? Do you feel like a million? Do you feel like yeah? Do you feel like a million is a good number to have, or do you feel like it's too not as much? Next KVK will reach 200 million kill participation. I mean, this one I'm really hoping for a good 100 solid 150 million, so I'd be really good if I could reach those numbers. I'm really hoping for a good solid 150 million once this KVK is finished at the very least. I'm hoping for more, but I'm kind of like keeping it real. And yeah, the whole idea is that I don't want to I want to do like good numbers, just go just a little bit more beyond, but not just waste everything that I have, because I don't want to waste like 500,000 AP points into this thing alone. Don't you think it would be kind of like too much? I did 1.5 million and took me so much grinding. Depends if you're going to train or push Marauders for. A million is easy for like 6 days. Well, no, I was wondering like only this stage alone if I could make it to like at least like 700, 800k, even a million. But I don't know how much I gotta grind for it though. I honestly have no idea. Like I don't remember how much I grinded the last time. By the way, Yosin, can you please check the Discord link, brother? Can you make sure that it works? I noticed Young's Kingdom go crazy on Marauders. Us old kingdoms are too lazy for that. We go crazy on Marauder Force instead. I mean, the rewards are better on the Marauders, right? The Force don't exactly have the same rewards as the normal Marauders have. Yeah, I did about 400k. I prefer more forward parts as well. I mean, it's a bummer, man, but someone has to do it, right? It's one of those things that someone has to do it, so. Because from Marauders, you don't know if your king needs to push or not. Yeah, but also you gotta think about it from another perspective. Like, you gotta think about this like in a perspective that if you do well enough into the first stage, you will actually like demoralize your enemies. Like, supposing that for a moment you actually get such a huge leap on the first stage that your enemies are going to be like, ah man, these guys are so much more active than us, they're going to beat us at every single stage, so what's the point of wasting our resources? We would just rather not waste them and keep them for like next KVK. So it's kind of like a psychological battle that you're doing in the pre-KVK. The whole idea is like, if you really can destroy the enemy, it's gonna make them start like think negative. It's gonna make them think like it's impossible to win. It's gonna make them feel like it's not even a thing, you know. So if you gain like a pretty big lead, I'm not talking like a regular lead. I'm talking about a really big lead to the point where you just scare them off. They're not even gonna try in the last stage, because they're like, nah, there's no way we can close the gap, man. There's just no way we can close the gap. Even though, truth being said, the most important stage is the second one. The second one is exactly where the points are made, in my opinion. Like the first and the third stage, there's really nothing crazy about them. Like it's the second stage when you start like pushing for those troops and that power. That's when you really understand which one is the most active and which one the most powerful or scary kingdom, I guess. I can confirm that it did not psychologically affect us when we were ranked less in Marauders and ended like in rank 4. I know, man. Like I remember once in KVK where something similar was happening, and we were really bad into the first stage. So it did affect us. Like in 31, I believe I was in 3207. I didn't like the guys weren't pushing anymore. They basically just like they were doing just enough to get the rewards and to show that they were doing some stuff, but they weren't exactly trying for it. Okay, so far we are basically 3 million behind 29-21, so we really got to keep it up. And these guys, man, they are really grinding. Like I can see that we really have some bad blood. We really have some bad blood between these two kingdoms, man. I see it. Like these guys just won't let go. They really want to push ahead of us. And yeah, I like it. You know, I actually like it when there's some bad blood in the kingdom, because it makes everything more fun, don't you think? Some more like rivalry and stuff like that. It's really good. It's a lot better. Okay, so let's check where we can go in here. So down here we have anything good going on? Yeah, we got right here. Yep. Okay, that's good. When there's like 20 to 30 kingdoms, I don't think a lot of kingdoms will worry too much. There's only like 5 good buffs, good KVK buffs. Yeah, but you definitely want to get that 3% in my opinion. You know what I always find funny? Like if you go in here, I'll show you guys in a moment. But if you just like go in here and you go for like the rewards, look at this. Plus 3 damage, plus 2% damage, plus 1% damage, and then there's like training speed, march speed, research speed. Oh, actually, they changed it, didn't they? Wait a minute, was it not building speed that they had in here? I believe they had like building speed somewhere in here, and I remember saying that rank 4 is like the laziest, like the most dumb rank. Like you'd rather get rank 8 than rank 4. I believe there was building speed in there. I'm like 199% certain about that. By the way, let me just check if this guy's. Yeah, we were rank 4. Only top 5 ranks matter, the rest are just trash as have. Yeah, but there was like one time when rank 4 was like the one that sucked the most. You would just rather be a rank 5, 6, 7, 8 than just be rank 4. That's how bad it was. Yeah, we were rank 4, but purposely went to the 5th, as march speed is about better for field fighting. True, like the training speed isn't really like important anymore. Once the KVK starts, it's like that 3%, how much is it gonna help? It's basically worthless. It's not gonna save you that much. How many sacks do we have right now? 30 sacks. Okay. Yeah, but if we can get that plus 3%, it's gonna really help us a lot. Like every single buff matters in a KVK. So I don't know how much we're gonna grind. I hope that we have the power to push those really good ranks, but we will see. Like it's like I said, it's the second stage that actually sets the goal for everything. Look at Discord. I would try. Susicat, welcome to the stream. Welcome to Discord. I appreciate that. That's actually you, man. Nice. You finally joined the Discord. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's a good meme. I definitely gotta put that one. Like I said, like I promised, I'm gonna put that meme into my profile right here, but not now because I really gotta focus on my Marauders. But I'm definitely gonna get it into my profile. It's a really good made meme. To anyone who doesn't know, let me see if I got it right here. Yasin. Where are you, man? Oh, this is the meme that he sent me, by the way. Did you know, in order to play the role of an insane and mentally depressed person in the movie Joker, Joaquin Phoenix had to watch Avermania play the Champions of Olympia. Oh man, that's like the best made ever joke, man. I don't know, I die laughing every single time I watch it. So I said that if you send that to me on Discord, I'm 100% gonna put it into my gaming profile. That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy when you think about it. Oh man, Yasin really thought well about it. I don't know. It's a really well made meme. Okay, but I really try and keep calm whenever I'm playing Champions of Olympia. It's impossible. I mean, it's beyond me. I really cannot keep it under control. I try my best to stay calm. I'm like, hey, it's just a game, and then like 10 seconds into that, I'm like, F this game. F this just a game, by the way. Okay, I really need to hydrate myself. After after like 5 or 6 kilometers of running, you always gotta hydrate yourself. You gotta eat well, drink well, and make sure that your body's like in top notch. Okay. Oh yeah, this is good. This is good. This is really good. Nice. No satches at all though. Really unlucky in this getting these satches today. I don't know why it's so unlucky. Okay, I have no idea how many AP I spent so far, but I'm guessing somewhere around 10,000. So it's really we still got plenty of room to play with. Spartan Gaming, by the way, the guy was actually gonna spend like 400,000 AP, from what I saw from his video, which is crazy because I was watching that on YouTube. It's actually crazy. You're doing more than gems. Is more than gems coming? I'm not sure more than gems is here, man. Should be this weekend. If it is, then I got only 5,000, so there's nothing I can do about it. I wish I could do it, but I really cannot. Like, look at this. To do more than gems, you need at least like 14,000 gems. Like if you have like 14,000 gems, that's really good, but if you don't, then it's basically worthless. It's just a waste of time doing it. I'll just rather do the next one, I guess. I know that I'm gonna miss out on some rewards, but I wasted like 10,000 gems of mine to do the egg event, so I tried. I didn't succeed. I didn't get anything good in my egg event. Well, not anything permanent, I guess. So I got some pieces of really good equipment, but just pieces though. I still gotta put a lot more gems into more than gems into like the egg event in order to complete those equipments. Until then, I'm just stuck with whatever I have, so we gotta grind as much as we can, man. It's all about grinding. Okay, in here we've basically done everything we can besides this one. I have nothing to do this one with. China purchased 20 items from the career station. Okay, I'm waiting on 10,000 units to be trained, so the merchant can come and I can just buy this stuff. Wait, no, actually the merchant is here. Nice, 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 nice. I can just get those 500 AP points. They're very much needed. Thank you. Okay. They really unlucky. Anything good from egg? Just some stuff. I'll show you in a moment, man. But just basically like pieces of it. Wait a minute. 800, so I gotta buy some stuff in here. Let's see if we have some cheap stuff that we can buy. Oh man, we have nothing cheap though. I have to waste like 110 gems, but okay, we just gotta do it. Like, it's 500 AP, man. I just gotta do it. You understand me? Anyway, let's see. Where were we? Okay, so all I got was basically down here. We got some pieces of this one, so I got 4 pieces of the Shield of the Eternal Empire, but that's about it. And I got Graves of Eternal Empire as well. We have like sturdy boots of Eternal Empire, some, not too many of them. Like, I got like 3 pieces because I had like 5, but this is basically what I got. All I got is this, man. It's really not much, honestly. I was expecting a lot more. I won't lie. I was really expecting a lot more, so I wouldn't say like it wasn't an investment, but it was definitely not worth it to waste 10,000 gems at the egg event. If anything, I feel like I should be spending into egg event every single time that I can do 100 spins. If I can do 100 spins, and I don't know how many gems that is, I really have to calculate it, but if I can do like 100 spins, I feel like it would be a lot better. Like 100 spins, you basically get a lot of reward, so why not do it, you know? That's why I hate Marauders. It's so long. Yeah, it is, man, but what are you gonna do? No, that man could definitely get worse from egg. Yeah, like I said, it wasn't bad. Like, the only reason as to why I said it was a bad investment is because at this moment I just I really needed those 10,000 gems for other stuff, so it was like the worst, and I didn't get to finish any items, because if I got like 30 pieces of one of those, like maybe boots or shield or whatever, like it would have actually been like a really good investment. But because it's kind of like building up for the future, at the moment it's really not a good thing for me. It doesn't help me like in the short term. It only helps me like in the long term, and that's what I'm talking about. But yeah, we got some good stuff. I cannot complain, honestly. It's just that I wish I could have done more than gems. It would have given me some golden sculptures, it would have given me some speed ups, it would have given me some gems. It would have basically given, well, not gems, it would have given me some nice other stuff, I mean. So it was definitely worth it, in my opinion. Plus I would have actually invested into my VIP, and that's always worth it. Like, look at this, man. Look at the VIP. If you get like if you get like VIP 15, like, I believe that VIP 15 is like the biggest gap there is between VIP points. Look at this. You get like gathering speed plus 30%, you get action point plus 30%, you get building speed, which maybe you don't need, but you get like action point recovery. In here you get research speed plus 20%, you get hospital capacity plus 30%, march speed, healing speed, training speed, action point limit. Like, you get almost a buff in every single one of those fields. Marauders will, at least you're closer to equipment, not much to invest next time. True that. Definitely a lot less to invest the next time. Marauders will give good gems if you push it. I got like 1,000 gems from them so far, so it hasn't been like the worst push of Marauders. I got like 1,000 gems, well, as we speak, so it's definitely worth it. If anything, let me just open these sachets, man. Let's see what we get in here. Let's see. Okay, Okay, we are 100k points. That's really good. Let's open this chest right here. See what we get. We get a random blueprint chest. Now it's probably not going to be golden, but still worth it. We got some nice we got bones, but we got some nice ore in here. That's good. Ah, yeah. All right, let's go. 1,600 gems so far. Could have not been any better. Now this is what I'm talking about. Now this is some really good rewards. Are you opening chests as you go? Yeah, I never wait till the end to open them. I always open them like 10 chests, 20 chests. Like I just don't wait to open them like at the very end. I don't know why. I just I hate waiting so long. Plus, I want to know like how many points I have done and how many points I gotta keep pushing. You know, it gives me like an idea of where exactly I stand so far. Legend has it that if you save them and open it once, you get more rewards. I don't think that's the way it works, because coming from a perspective of how basically luck works in terms of coding, you still have the same probability. Like the probability is still kind of like the same. It's just like multiplied by the times that that you're doing. So in essence, even though you open like 50 chests to the game, you just open them one at a time. It just shows you like the final reward, but it doesn't exactly affect anything in coding, in my opinion. It's kind of like a dice, you know. You throw it 50 times, it's not going to change anything. Like if you throw it like once every single day, or you throw it like 50 times like at the end of the night, you know, you throw it at once. Even if you throw like 50 dices at the same time, as long as they're not affecting one another. So it's kind of like calculation. I don't feel like it's really gonna do much, but hey, one can only believe, right? One can only believe. Superstition, superstition is like the king of the world. You know, you see a black cat, you just turn around the immediately. You're kind of like that's bad luck. You see a mirror broken, that's even more bad luck. You see some other stuff, there's even more bad luck. So superstition is kind of like the king of the world, man. I love it whenever people just comment to me with like superficial stuff. Like whenever my mother is kind of like, hey, watch out, watch out, watch out. No, it's Tuesday today. It's not good luck. You watch out when you get to work today. Be careful. I'm like, okay, just a normal day. Like Tuesday, it's an invention of ours. We invented Tuesday because in terms of like time is like relative. It's not something that we get to decide. It's just we've called it Tuesday. We divided time into 24 hours, into years, into months, into weeks. So it's kind of like, be careful from your own invention. Just Friday the 13th, even, yeah, exactly. You know, it's kind of like, man, we invented those. Do you actually believe that angels or demons, if there are, because I'm an atheist, but supposing that there are, do you actually believe that they go and they're like, let's see, so today is 13th of February 2024? Do you actually believe that happens? They're like, oh my god, finally Sunday, we can rest. Guys, are we going to the beach tonight, or who's up for a beer? Just imagine the demons being like, who's up for a beer? Like all of that shit is basically our own invention. Like we are getting scared of the things that we invented ourselves. How crazy is that? Honestly, just how crazy is that? The fact that we are getting scared of the things that we invented ourselves. Broken mirrors. We invented mirrors. The mirrors weren't even a thing before. Imagine, just imagine the god of like bad luck being like, yes, they invented mirrors. Yes, now I'm gonna finally punish you. You break that mirror. You break that mirror, I'm gonna break you. Just imagine, just how crazy would that be? You know, the guy was basically just like walking in his room back and forth, being like, when will these guys invent mirrors, for fuck's sake? When? Stop building pyramids, build mirrors. Build mirrors, god damn it, you build that mirror. You see your own reflection? You don't want to see your own reflection? Just imagine. He might have even like came down to earth and showed it to some guy, being like, motherfucker, this is a mirror. You make sure to actually copy this shit and to make this shit, and it's gonna be the best shit that's gonna ever happen to you. You do this, and whenever you die, I promise you heaven. Or a really good room with plenty of prostitutes in hell. One of the two, I promise you, man. Whichever one you want, whichever one you want. Holy shit, like, it's actually crazy whenever you think about it. Well, apparently the aliens made the pyramids. You know, I believe that stuff as well, man. Should being said, I do believe that the aliens, well, not the aliens per se, but there was some alien interaction I do believe that there's been like civilizations in the Earth that they've just been vanquished somehow, because there's just no way for regular people to have done those pyramids. Even to this day, we would have trouble trying to build something like that with our tech, like with it's almost close to impossible to build under those conditions. So in my opinion, there was definitely some secret tech that was just lost. Now whenever that was like alien or just like a civilization that just died from earthquakes, I don't exactly know, but somehow like there's just, plus I've seen some videos on YouTube, and there's like these old like blocks, there's like old blocks where basically there's like holes in them, and the holes are drilled. You know, how did ancient civilizations drill holes into blocks of not steel, but blocks of like whatever the thing is called, god damn it, of granite, you know, limestone and granite. Like, how the hell could a civilization like the olden Egyptians make drills into granite blocks? Like, it's impossible. Even to this day, we have trouble trying to like do drills into granite. And those were like perfection. Like, those were actually like perfection, like really perfect for something done by an old civilization, you know. So I don't know, man. I do believe that there was like some ancient civilization in Earth that somehow just got lost. Something happened. I don't know what the big secret is, but I do believe that something just happened and they just disappeared. Otherwise, there's just no way for those pyramids to have been built. Plus another thing, you have the pyramids in Egypt, the pyramids in Bosnia, and the pyramids in Peru, which basically have the same alignment when you watch them from the stars. How is this even possible? Those guys were living in ancient times. They had no knowledge of each other. They didn't have like a mutual architect or something. Why did they build the exact same replica pyramids everywhere around the world? How? Why? It just doesn't make sense, you know. So I don't know, man. I do believe that something happened. I believe that something happened in the past that we just don't know about. But the fact that somehow like the Egyptians built those goddamn pyramids on their own, it's weird. It doesn't really say much to me, you know. Now it's just a thought. Now I'm not being like, hey, this is exactly how it is. Like, I'm just saying, like, there's some old stuff that really cannot be explained from whatever we were sold. We were sold that the Egyptians were like guys with no real tech per se, no metal. Like, in terms of in Egypt they didn't have metal. They had the wheel made out of like not metal, made out of wood and everything. So it's kind of like how like they had just bronze or something, like they had some sort of metal but not like equipments of it. I feel like Lilith with mighty healing, Lilith is trying to make Seldy and Ramses meta again. Is that not a good thing? Like you already have those commanders, man. If you think about it, it's not the worst thing to happen. I don't know, the Egyptians were smart, and even to this day we still cannot figure out how they preserve bodies as well. Yeah, that's another thing, but I'm being like, there's just some stuff like that just doesn't make sense. It could have not been built by people of that age. Just how those blocks of granite are basically like 1,000 times more heavy than the weight of a human. 10,000 humans, if you just put ropes into it, 10,000 units, humans cannot pull that thing even if you want them. They said they used elephants. No elephant can like pull those things either. It's impossible. So something is, I just don't know what. I gave up on trying to find an answer though, because I'm like, I don't have that much time, you know. I'm gonna let someone else figure it out and give me like the answer. But I sometimes hear of guys like Bob Lazar. He just goes too far. Like he just goes too much, in my opinion, into like conspiracies. But there's a few other guys who are like, wait a minute, ancient civilizations, done by, which was the guy, Graham Hancock. Like Graham Hancock is actually, there's some really good stuff about this guy, and he has some really good information. He doesn't go with like, he speaks about whatever they find. He doesn't speak about, well, you see, there could have been aliens. He doesn't go that far, but he goes as far as to say some stuff really cannot be explained by what we know. But yeah, like the just imagine, man, just imagine how crazy it would be if we were to discover how the hell those Egyptians and those Peru guys and those Bosnia guys just somehow managed to build like the same exact replica of the project. How? Just how? What were they trying to do, you know? And a lot of mythology that they have is also similar as well. Like there's like the same figures. There's like Ra basically exists in a lot of like civilizations. It's interesting. Way too much alien or extraterrestrial stuff out there for it to be fake. True, in my opinion, true. But you know, I was looking at this documentary about aliens about 2 weeks ago or something, whenever I was on vacation, and basically what we as Earth we are doing right now is that we are sending signals throughout the space for aliens. And there's a theory that goes by like the dark woods, which is not a theory, it's actually something that happens, and it's actually written as a theory by this Japanese guy. And he's like, imagine a dark forest. Now imagine that all the creatures in the dark forest, not a single one of them makes noise. Why don't they do it? Even the tiger doesn't make noise. Why? Because not all the creatures know, well, all the creatures know that there might be an enemy, a predator out there, so they just stay quiet. They stay quiet, they don't make noise, and they make sure to basically stay away from each other. Now we are doing the exact opposite. We are basically sending signals everywhere around the universe, showing everyone that we exist. And he's like, why are we doing it? Why do we believe that these aliens, if they somehow know of our existence because we are sending so many signals towards them, why the freaking hell would they be friendly towards us? Why they would care about doing diplomacy with us? What the hell is diplomacy? It's something that humans invented. Maybe they're gonna be a lot stronger, and they're gonna do the same thing that we do with dogs. We train them and we use them for our needs. You know, we don't have feelings towards them. We don't have respect towards dogs. Like, we love them, but at the end of the day, we know that dogs are just pets. So his theory was kind of scary, you know. He was like, whatever we are doing, the fact that we are trying to expose ourselves so much throughout the space, it's wrong, man. It's hella wrong. Like, we should just stay quiet and just watch and just make sure that we see these guys first before they see us, so we can at least have something going on by the time that they know that we exist as well. Plus, if we're gonna interact with like another advanced civilization and we are sending signals, how much more advanced than us would they be? Just how crazy, like how many years, how many millenniums would we need to somehow maybe capture their alliance, I'm sorry, their technology level? Because so far we have nothing that works into space, you know. We have zero weapons. We don't have like lasers like in the movies or whatever stuff there is. We don't have nothing to fight like a space war. But these guys might do. Like, these guys might actually do. Like, these guys might have weapons out there that can basically destroy a whole solar system. And just boom, flash. What can we even do about it? Zero defenses. Nothing. So again, like, I'm not presuming that there's like aliens out there, like, for sure, and there's like aliens that know of our existence. All I'm saying is that the theory of the dark forest makes sense. Not even the tiger, who's like the main predator, makes noise. Everyone is silent, everyone watches, and everyone acting quiet, and everyone just tries to save their ass. We are not doing it. We are not doing it. We are just doing something completely different. Yeah, if that's the case, we'll be finishing one day then. Exactly, you know. And it's not just this guy who said it. There's a lot of scientists out there who are just terrified at the idea that we are somehow so much willing to expose ourselves. At the fact that we are basically yelling our existence out. Like, we are like a howling wolf. Or like a howling lamb, which one of the two is the case. Probably like the lamb. We're like a lamb, just making noise. Just making noise out there and being like, hey, you know, whoever is gonna come for us is gonna be friendly, he's gonna care for us, we're gonna be best friends, aliens are gonna walk the earth, we're gonna walk the planet, and you know, they're gonna teach us very much stuff, and we're gonna teach them very much stuff, we're gonna teach them what Jesus is. And it's kind of like, yo, no, these guys, whatever they are, they probably will just ground us and ask questions later. It's kind of like war. You kill the enemy and then you ask the questions. That's the way it always works. You shoot and then you ask questions. So why would these aliens behave any less differently than we would? We would do the same goddamn thing, you know. We would see like a planet with some inferior beings and we would just be like, hey, we're gonna destroy that planet and we're gonna capture like 100 of them. We're gonna keep them as slaves to learn some stuff about them. How we can use them? How can they be of service? If they're not of service, we can just get rid of them, you know. So it's kind of like, why are we thinking it any differently for what aliens would do to us? You know, we are very naive as species. We are grown to be very naive as species lately, in my opinion. We are grown to believe that because we are humans, we have rights, and everyone cares about our rights, and because we have rights, and nobody will touch us. And it's kind of like, no, it doesn't work like that. Nobody gives a shit about your rights, man. Nobody gives a shit. Outside of Earth, outside of America, outside of like stuff, nobody gives a shit. Your rights just don't exist. You're just like another creature out there, and if you just don't shut up and you just aren't careful and try to get your best not to get killed, you're gonna find yourself just drown or something. Your meat will probably be selling into their into their markets. They'll be like, hey, human meat, everyone, let's go, get it while it's hot. we really gotta watch out, man. We really gotta watch out. We have grown to be too goddamn stupid of whatever is happening in our world. We have just grown to be real stupid about it, and we are definitely gonna suffer the consequences of this. I promise you, we are definitely gonna suffer the consequences of this thing. It's not gonna help at all. Somehow even believe that because we are humans everyone loves us. It's kind of like, yo man, humans don't love humans. Humans don't love humans, and we somehow want to believe that other creatures will just care so much about us. Really? Really? What, this is like Barack Obama gonna be presented to them and they're just gonna love it because he's a black guy and stuff like that? It's kind of like, yo man, just stop it. It's not the way it works. The real world doesn't work like that. Nobody gives a shit about you. Nobody cares. Like, that's just the truth. Humans don't care about humans, let alone other species, if there are any, of course. I just laugh. Like, I honestly just laugh whenever someone says that stuff. I just laugh. I find it extremely funny. I honestly find it extremely funny. Humans have always been very exploratory species. I know, man, but the thing is, we were the brightest creature out there, you know. Like, we knew that we were the brightest on Earth. Like, we just knew that. We knew as humans, we know that in Earth There's nothing, no other creatures there is more intelligent than us. But that's not the case of the universe. We don't know what's out there. We don't know. Like, for goddamn sake, we might run into some creature that technically, if there's a way of measuring its IQ, maybe it might be like with 7 or 800 IQ. You know, it might be some just next best thing. You know, craziest creatures who've been living for like 1,000 years, whose biology is different. People who have like, because come on, man, how old are you? Like, you are like, I don't know how old are you, Typhon. You told me, man, but I just forgot about it. Point is, 30 years are enough for you to understand just how much experience actually means in life. So if you've been living for 30 years, if you're like a 20-year-old guy first, like let's suppose you're like 15. If you're like 15, you know some stuff. When you reach 20, you understand that you know some stuff more, and whenever you were 15, you were dumb about some stuff. Then you go to like 25 and you understand the same thing, and then you go to like 30 and you understand the same thing. So the more you live, the more you understand life, the more you understand how to be smarter, the more you understand what actually is the smartest way to do things, the more you understand logic and what's the best logic of things. So if these creatures, like, let's just take into account the fact that they might have a bigger longevity than we do, you know, because our scientists, they live for like 20 years, for 30 years, and then they just die. Like, we're talking about like peak of their we're talking about the peak of their years, you know. Like, they go 20, they invest some stuff, and then they just go all the way to like 50, and then they just start getting dementia and everything else. Now, supposing that these creatures somehow are creatures who live for like 1,000 years, how much more than us, how much more smarter than us are they? How much more have they seen? How much more can they do? How much more can they just outdestroy us, you know? So point is, I'm just taking some normal, like, I'm just taking some examples, but they just might be more advanced for like 1,000 other reasons. And we're just going out here boosting our chest, being like we are somehow like the most like the biggest, best, more perfect creature that God loves somehow, and that there's nothing like us in the universe. It's kind of like, yo, just careful what you wish for. Exploration created COVID, and we know how that went. Exactly. Now, I'm not saying that, all I'm saying is that exploring in Earth is good enough because we are the strongest species in here. So this is our environment, this is our home, nobody else is here that's more tough than us, so we get to decide the rules. But in the universe, there's nothing certain. There's just no way that's the case, you know. The possibilities are too high that somehow in all of this universe you are the most perfect creature out there. I'm pretty sure there's more advanced creatures than us, like something, for goddamn sake, we just might be like an experiment. Have you ever thought about it, like that somehow the aliens just came down here, they just somehow maybe did some stuff, like just like we do with lab rats, just like we doing with lab rats. Maybe they created us, maybe aliens created us, and they just are just looking at us like an experiment. I'm just taking some random stuff. I'm not being like that's the case. I'm just saying. But we somehow are going into the universe and we are yelling our asses out, like we're just yelling out there, be like, hey, we humans are here. And these creatures, they might just be like, huh, so a new species to hunt. You know, why would they be friendly to us? Why the hell would they be friendly to us? Why would aliens be friendly to humans? I see no reason. If these guys are more powerful, more advanced as a civilization, more smarter, they have better technology, why would they even care about us, man? Why? We wouldn't do it. We certainly wouldn't, you know. I find like real dumb. I find it real dumb the way that people just do it. Why would they do it, honestly? Like, we wouldn't do it. Come on, we are the same shit. Like, we aren't the same. We love dogs, and then the dog bites us, and then we put it down, you know. It's kind of like, it's really easy. We love you until you just behave exactly how you want you to behave. The moment that you don't behave as good anymore is the moment that we're just gonna kill you. We're gonna put you down, you know. That reminds me of alien movies. Yeah, but exactly, like these movies are like made by our imagination. We know nothing about real aliens and just how scary they might be. I honestly, like, the closest thing I've ever seen to an alien, I've seen it's kind of like the Independence Day with Will Smith. I believe that's the closest alien movie that I've ever seen, which actually makes sense. Like, they came here to conquer, they wanted our resources, and that's about it. They didn't give a shit that there's some primal mammal creatures into this planet, you know. They were just like, hey, oh look, just some other species, we're just gonna kill them all, and it doesn't really matter anyway. This is like in my opinion, this is like the real way the aliens would just behave. I don't know why, but I just have like a really tough feeling about this, that aliens would really not give a shit about us. They just, I see no reason why they should care about us. Who are we? Nobody. We are nothing important. We humans believe that we are important. We believe that we have rights. We believe that we are perfect. We believe that we are like the creature that God created by his own image. We believe so many stuff, and I believe that this is really gonna be our downfall. The pride. We just got used to the idea that in this planet we are the main predator. There's nothing to actually kill us besides other humans. So we are not afraid from tigers, let's be honest. We are not afraid from lions. We know how to keep those guys in check. We've been done so for a long time. The biggest, baddest predators there are out there, we just keep them in check the whole time. Unless you're like a stupid guy and you go into a cage with a lion, and then of course you're gonna die. But you've built a cage around the lion because you're smarter. You took the lion, you know how to actually how to put him to sleep, how to do with the lions whatever you want. And that's the baddest creature in the planet right there. But because you're smarter, you know how to handle the lions, but you don't know how to handle the aliens. Like, these guys might have like better tech than we do. You put him into something of glass, it just like maybe it just goes right through it, kind of like Marvel, some stuff, you know, just, or maybe with the snap of a finger he somehow just blows your head. How? Nobody knows. Like, it's just imagination. But technology, so much of our imagination whenever can actually be understood in wars of technology. So just imagine the people from like 100 years ago knowing what the freaking hell an iPhone 15 Pro Max is. The fact that you can take pictures, the fact that you can take videos with 60 FPS, the fact that you can somehow talk to someone around the other side of the world, like without even a cable, by the way. The fact that somehow we have the 5G technology, the fact that, man, just the fact that we know what WhatsApp is, like we have social media, we know what everyone else is doing. The fact that we have done like animation, like the fact that this game even exists. Imagine a guy from 200 years ago showing him this, and he would just be like, he would just die like straight away. He would be like, no, this is imagination, this is not real, it cannot do it, like this is madness. There's that area of water where planes go through and just go missing. You mean the Bermuda Triangle? Yeah, there actually is. There is. We know nothing about it. Maybe it's like a secret space that nobody wants people to go there. We don't know what exactly it is, but nobody tells us. But there is, like, there actually is. So point is we really should not mess with space any more than we. I really believe that we should, god damn it, I really believe that we should just take care of ourselves first. Understand the game that we are playing, understand our enemy, understand our friends. Just stay quiet, adopt everything that we can into our solar system, you know, just get our asses to Mars, turn Mars into like a vivid planet, turn the moon into a vivid planet, because it's totally doable, as science has said. You just gotta like create atmosphere into them, and then everything just works out by itself. Then you just take the plants, you go with like the low plants, like the mushrooms and stuff like that. Then you build up to like grass. Then you go to like plants that require like less harsh conditions, like you go to like regular trees and stuff. You build that atmosphere slowly, and then it's actually doable. Like there's actually a documentary on YouTube about how you can turn Mars into a livable planet in 50,000 years. Like it only takes 50,000 years to turn Mars to a planet that you can live, that humans can live. And that is, by the way, that is with our current technology. Imagine what we will be able to do in, like, I don't know, like, imagine what we are going to be able to do in like 100 years or 200 years from now, when 150 years of technology brought us to this, brought us to the opportunity that we can somehow reach Mars, and we can turn it into a livable planet if we want to. Just imagine, man, just imagine, like, people 100 years ago, they couldn't do shit, like nothing of this sort. Like they just didn't have the brightest idea of what the hell this even was. You know, one of these days we're gonna look at some. I'm gonna make like a stream one of these days, I don't know when, but I'm gonna make a stream of us just going through like random space facts, because I really believe that those are some random stuff that you can do, and some really good stuff. So one of these days we're just gonna look at some random space stuff and just understand just how big the Earth is. For example, let me show you something right now. Earth signal in how far has Earth signal reached into Milky Way. It's something actually really funny. I'm gonna show you like in a second right here, if I can just find the image. Look at this. Okay. Look at this. I don't know if you're here, Typhoon, but I'm gonna show you something amazing. I really hope that you are here, brother. Okay, so see this right here? This is the Milky Way. This is the Milky Way. You see this tiny dot right here? Is this right here? This is 200 light years in diameter. This is the Milky Way, by the way, is 100,000 light years. But this dot right here is the furthest that our signal has reached into space. So everything that we sent, it hasn't exactly just go broadcasted through space. This is how far it's gone. This is literally how far it's gone. This crazy dot right here. Like, this is all the creatures within this tiny dot know of our existence, and everything out of this tiny dot is basically just no signal of ours has reached them yet. How crazy is that? Like, that's just how crazy is that? Earth is really interesting, man. Honestly, I believe that somehow we have broadcasted our signal throughout the whole space, and then I realized that we have just barely even covered 0.1% of the Milky Way. Oh yeah, another thing, visible eye stars. I'm gonna show you like something which is even more crazy, because a lot of you people believe that you can watch the universe whenever you see you look at stars. You believe you look at stars from all the universe, and I'm gonna show you that it's not the case. I'm gonna show you something right now. Milky Way. Wait, let me show you something amazing in here. You're gonna love it. I promise you, you're gonna love it. Okay, look at this. Look at this. You're gonna love this one as well. You see this right here? This right here, this tiny rectangle right here is all the stars that we are able to watch by a naked eye, meaning no telescope, no nothing, like just with our naked eye. So whenever you lie into that grass and you look at the stars, and you think and you believe that somehow you're watching the stars from the whole universe, truth is all you are watching is these stars right here. 99% of the stars that you're watching is the stars right here, the suns that are in this zone. You ain't watching shit in here, and you definitely ain't watching anything that's out of Milky Way either. I'm telling you, the universe is just something massive. Like if you just went into this stuff, it would just, I really cannot go today into this because I really gotta grind into Rise of Kingdoms, but all I'm saying is that, man, how beautiful everything is, and how we believe that we somehow own the universe, but the universe is just something so vast that I don't believe we are ever going to be able to own it. It's all very interesting, even stuff like reincarnation and where we go after death and more. True, those stuff is really epic as well. Like, in my opinion, I don't believe that there's anything after death. I believe that we as humans, we invented those stories because we are afraid of dying. We are afraid of our existence ending. We are afraid of calling it a quit. Like we are afraid that somehow, because the only thing that we cannot control into this life is when we die. So far, like, I'm sure we are making medicine to like have like better longevity, but until now we have zero say about when we die. Like we die after like 80 years. You know, you just come into this world, you understand what world is for like 18 years, and then you work into this world for like 35 years. You reach old age, and you basically cannot do shit because you are now just old and consumed, and then you just die. You know, just how sad is this, you know? So people are trying to make sense of it. They're like, hey, you know, I came into this world and I was a good guy and I was a really good person and all the community loved me, when the truth is he's done like 1,000 sins, but whatever. And you know, I believe that God, this creature that I somehow believe it exists, has actually made a place and room for me out there. And I'm kind of like, it's a very good story. I would love it for it to be like that. I just don't believe that. I don't buy it. You know, I don't buy it, man. Like, I just don't buy it. But I feel like it's just the fear of people manifesting into like different wishes, being like, oh my god, there's maybe like life after death, you know. It cannot be over like this. It's kind of like the fear of it, you know. You don't want it to be over. You don't want life to be over. You will go back into nothingness, you know. You're afraid that you somehow will not exist anymore. What we are afraid of, non-existence. We have been existing ever since we were born, but we are afraid that we are not going to be existing anymore into the future, and it's a really good fear. Like in my case, for example, I don't like the fact that I'm going to die at the age of 80, because I feel like there's so much stuff that I want to know about Earth, about the universe, about creatures, about cooking, about everything, you know. Like this, I want to see where the world is gonna go. I really want to see what's gonna happen to the world, but unfortunately that's not that. I have no say into that, you know. So yeah, it's sad, but it's our imagination, I believe, that somehow there's something after death, and that it awaits us, and that we have been so good and so amazing that we deserve a second chance. We deserve like real life, eternal. Like you have the Muslims who basically have like a rule which says that if you go to heaven, for every man there's 72 virgin women waiting for you up there. And it's kind of like, yo man, do you believe that shit? You know, if you go into heaven and you have 72 women, you haven't gone to heaven, my guy. You've gone to hell. Because one woman alone, it's enough to drive you crazy for the rest of your life. Imagine if you have 72 of them. Just imagine. You just you ain't in heaven. You are in hell. You are definitely in hell if that shit ever happens. Like how. Holy crazy! Like whenever I hear about the theory, it just makes me just laugh so hard. Like it's kind of like, you know, people be like, hey, you know, maybe. Uh, we'll get. Oh man, I forgot about it. To 69, and now I have to provide the new coordinates, which are what are the new coordinates that I got right now? It's 97996. Okay, wait a minute. I don't necessarily believe in heaven, but I think something does happen beyond just dying. I saw there was a kid that remembered himself dying in a plane in World War II, I believe. Okay. I don't know, man. Because okay, we might agree on the fact that the consciousness is something weird that we as humans we just don't understand it yet, and we can definitely agree on that part that somehow consciousness is weird. We have nothing, no idea about how it actually works, and you might be somehow maybe just a little bit right about that in particular, but I don't know, man. Just somehow your conscious gets saved, like save as file PDF, you know. It's kind of weird to me. Like I don't know. I wish that was the case. I wish that somehow my life is not just this. I wish that somehow I just I die and then I go somewhere and I just have like a new challenge, a new purpose, a new thing to do. Like I can perfect myself even more, because as a creature, you, me, everyone, this is like kind of like our scope. Like this is why we live to perfect ourselves. We want to be the best at everything that we do. You want to be the best at running, you want to be the best at being in a relationship, you want to be the best at your job, you want to be the best guy. Like you want to be the smartest, the biggest, the strongest, the fastest, the everything, you know, the richest, because this is kind of like the challenge of life in itself. It's a race. So if I die and I go somewhere else and I have this new race to this new life, this new purpose, I would love it. But I feel like it's too good to be true, man. I feel like I honestly believe that it's too good to be true as a thing. I would love it. Again, I don't want to die. I don't want to be forgotten. I don't want to forget the world. I don't want to just go into nothingness, but it's scary as fuck, because you never feel like you've lived enough. But I don't know, honestly I feel like I had to be a really positive guy to believe into that, to buy into it, I guess. But that's just me, like that's just my idea. I mean, maybe I'm wrong about it, I don't know. I don't feel like life is so good as people, we as god damn it, as we the people believe it is. Like, life owes us nothing. We, the purposes, everything, we have invented ourselves. We have invented our rights, we have invented our challenges, we have invented the money, that somehow you need money to live into this world. We have invented economy, that somehow we have invented taxes, that you win, you get a job, you somehow get a job, and then you gotta pay the state 20% or 50% in the case of Americans. We have invented the jobs, that somehow a guy who cuts a tree, and the guy who farms, and the guy who does something else, just somehow they all of them get to eat, they get to share. We have invented money, a common trading thing. We have invented disparity. We've invented the fact that the guy who works as a lawyer, we have invented demand and offer. We have invented the markets. We have invented the computers. We have invented everything that we've invented. We have invented ourselves. We put the rules, we created the rules. So I don't know, but in the real world, we made these rules as a society, but the truth is the real nature doesn't really give a shit about us. The real nature is ruthless. I believe that many species just go extinct day after day. All the species go extinct day after day because there's a new, better, bigger, stronger, or maybe faster, or more smarter species out there. So one species, like, we are trying to save the nature, we are trying to somehow save the ants, or we are trying to save the bees, or we are trying to save this, and I'm like, no, you're not. The nature is killing this creature because there's something better in the food chain that can make up for it. That's how it is. Like, the nature is continuative. It's not meant to be beautiful, it's meant to be continuative, and it's meant to be functional. That's nature for you. It's functional. It kills billions of species and it creates billions of other new species. The wolves became dogs. The cheetahs and the lions, they became cats, home domestic cats. Now that was the humans as well, but god damn it, like, that's nature, that's nature out there. That's just the way it is. Maybe consciousness is meant to be exchanged, but we aren't meant to remember things. As they say, there's always balance to life, give and take. Starting always from zero, though, that's like a bummer, don't you think? Starting always from zero, it's kind of like it's a reset to the same goddamn game every single day and every single time. You're basically trapped. There's no fun into it. If you can never reach, like, the whole idea is that you want to reach, like, new levels. It's kind of like a game. If you play the same 10 levels of the game, you're gonna get bored. You want a new challenge. You want something better. You want to go further, to explore more. You want to start from somewhere. If you start a second time, it's kind of like losing progress into a game, starting a new game. It's nobody does that. Nobody actually starts a new game whenever they lost progress in the old one. They're like, F this game, I'm not gonna play it anymore. I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't believe that's the case. It would be too perfect. It would be too perfect. I feel like I don't know why. I just have this idea that nobody owes us anything, so why would things be so perfect to match our desires? I don't feel like anything would match our desires just like that. I don't know, man. Maybe you're right, but like I said, I'm too skeptical. As a guy, I've always been too skeptical. I believe that the world is a harsh place. Nobody owes us shit. Nobody gives a damn about us. Nobody really cares that we exist. Like, we've just we created the purpose ourselves. Like we just woke up into this world, and we just created money. We created a system that we love and enjoy somehow, even though we believe it's broken, but we love it. You love the fact that you get your ass to work, you get paid, and then with money you get your ass on vacation. The fact you buy a house after like 25 years of work. Now there's a lot of flaws into it, but what I'm saying is that if you stay, like, I don't know if it ever happened to you, but there was this time, this period in my life when I wasn't doing anything for like 6 to 8 months. I went crazy, man. I didn't have a purpose. I was waking up in the morning, I didn't have a purpose. I wasn't gaming, I wasn't doing anything. I literally just didn't have a purpose. Each to their own opinion. There's a lot of unexplainable things. Yeah, like we are literally just having a discussion. I'm not trying to prove you that I'm right, and neither I'm trying to find like a winner into our debate, man. If anything, I'm just enjoying the conversation. I'm enjoying the fact that you have a different opinion. I'm enjoying the fact that you are giving me a new perspective to look from, so yeah, definitely. I love a person who actually has an opinion about something, expresses it, and it's just, yeah, like, I appreciate, man. I honestly appreciate the fact that we opened this conversation together and we are talking about it. I'm not exactly getting annoyed or at the fact that we don't share the same opinion. That would actually make it annoying if we share the same opinion and we had nothing to talk about. If anything, I love it whenever I fight with someone over an argument, because I believe that's the fun of it. That's the fun of it. The fact that we are fighting, we have different opinions. Let's just fight over it. Let's just share something. It doesn't have to be a winner in the end. It just means that at the end, you showed me your perspective and I showed you mine, and now we know a little bit more about each other's perspective, and we know why the other person's theory may make sense in a certain way. So yeah, it's a good idea. Arguments are meant to be constructive. Yeah, just don't talk about religion, as that can go very badly. I mean, not with me, meaning that I'm not the type of person who really gets offended about religion or stuff like that. Like, I'm open to discuss stuff like that. I'm honestly really open to discuss stuff. So, shit being said, I don't feel like religion, if anything, I don't feel like religion should be so forbidden to talk or to challenge, like, I challenge religion all the time, and people who are like believers, they challenge the fact that I'm an atheist, and I like it, as long as we accept the fact that we respect each other. As long as we respect each other, that's a good enough thing, So yeah, all I would look for is kind of like, I want to be respected, meaning that in the end, if I don't share your opinion, it's still good enough, and I do the same. I'm not expecting to go into an argument with someone who's a Christian or Muslim or whatever, and just to somehow convince them that there's no God. We're just talking about, like, we're just sharing opinions, and that's good enough. I feel like this is what we as people cannot do anymore. We just cannot argue about stuff anymore. Now we are easily offended, easily challenged. We get really defensive, really victimized, and it gets to the point where people just don't want to interact with people anymore. What happened to the good old days? The good old days when everyone was gonna everyone had an opinion and everyone was gonna call you stupid over your opinion, even though it's just like, but people were arguing. It's not the best way, because I don't want to call someone stupid, but I'm being like, back then people were fighting with each other over opinions. There was not such a thing as, no, you cannot have a freedom of speech and you cannot challenge my opinion. I'm like, yes I can, yes I can, please, I can. You have an opinion about it. You're telling me this is the way. I want to tell you that this is not the way. Let's talk about it. Let's just have fun. Let's do something. Yeah, I'm not personally religious, but I respect how people believe in it. Yeah, exactly, same. I have nothing against people who are like believers. I'm like, I'm telling you, I don't go finding religious people and just be like, hey, convince me why there's a God. Let's just open this subject. I don't do that. I respect the fact that this is their opinion. All I'm saying is that if we are going to go into the conversation somehow, I don't want you to act offended because I don't believe there's a God. Otherwise, I'm going to act offended that you believe there is one. Then if we're just going to act offended, then what's the point? People should be adults about it. Be adults about the fact that not everyone shares their opinion. Be adults about the fact that there's a conversation to be had, a friendly conversation, that this conversation is really constructive and it doesn't need to get ugly if we don't let it get ugly. 210,000 points. Okay, nice. Nice, we are doing really good. 210,000 points. That's definitely not half bad. We have to grind a lot harder tomorrow, but I want to take it today all the way to like 250. If we get to like 250,000 points, that's good enough for a night. We'll see though. We'll see. Maybe I take it to like 260, 270. The strongest argument that I have against religious people, at least, and we're just going to this like for fun, whenever they're like, God doesn't like you because you're a non-believer, I'm like, man, if there's a God, he made me in his image and he wants me to be like this, so you can just shut up. They literally do, because there's no way to actually argue around it. There's just no way to argue around the fact that, what, if there's a God, as you say, the God made me as he wants, and I'm acting exactly as the God wants. So the fact you don't like me, it means that you have a problem with God. But no, like, it's just, at the end of the day, I'm really cool about it. Did we somehow get to rank 1 yet, or we are still rank 2? We are still rank 2, and these guys from 29, 21, they are really keeping it up. We had a 2 million difference before, and we have a 2 million difference right now yet. A lot argue against God, because why would he let us die if we believe? I mean, there's many I usually watch stand-up comedians and most of the time they touch the religious part as well. And I remember George Charling. I don't know if you ever watched the guy. He died now. He was like old age, but I remember seeing the guy, and he was like, the people have convinced each other that there's somehow an invisible man out there, and this invisible man has like 10 rules that he doesn't want you to break. Why 10? Why not 11? Why not 12? But anyway, this guy, he created everything, and he is your father, and he's your creator, and he basically wants you to behave good. And if you don't behave good according to the 10 rules, he's gonna put you in a real bad place. He's gonna put you in a place of hell where there's fire, there's torture. Everyone is gonna like you're gonna meet the end of your life with kind of like all the stuff that he was saying. But in the end he was like, but he loves you. And another theory that I've always loved is kind of like people, religious people say that bad people go to hell and Lucifer is going to punish them. And the theory is, why would Lucifer, the devil, basically punish bad people? The people are doing exactly what Lucifer wants. Why would he punish the people who actually glorified exactly what he wanted into the world? It's like, no, instead, whenever you go down, Lucifer is supposing to have a feast for you. The guy should be like, hey, this is my man right now, this is my man. He watched and he conquered. He showed those guys what it means to steal. He showed those guys how killing is amazing. He showed those guys everything, This guy, he stole, he killed, he raped. He's amazing. You give this guy the best room we have, Because why would the devil punish you for being bad? That's exactly what he wants from you. So this is where it just doesn't make sense. And whenever I think about it, I laugh because I understand there's some common reasoning to it, but it's just thinking about it. I don't go as hard as to be like this is exactly how it is. I'm just saying, like, I have fun whenever some theories of religion are challenged. Not just religion, like theories about everything. I don't like the idea that we cannot talk about this. You cannot talk, it's forbidden, people are gonna get offended. I'm like, okay, who cares? Why is the fact that people are gonna get offended, why is that a problem? Why should I not be allowed to question my beliefs? If these people are gonna get offended, then maybe they should question their beliefs as well, question themselves, question their characters. Adam and Eve ain't the fruit from the forbidden garden and doomed us. True. No, there's some weird stuff, man, but it's funny. It's funny. Like, I don't go too deep on religion. I don't try to find answers. I'm kind of like the type of atheist where I'm like, I don't think there's a God, but if there is one, then I'm really cool with that as well. So it's kind of like I don't try to disprove the existence of God. I don't go as far. I just don't believe there is one. If anything, I believe that if there would be a God, it would be too good to be true. That's why I don't believe there is one. I don't believe that there's some sort of I won't call it creature because I don't know what else to say, but I don't mean it in a bad way. But being, okay, let's call it the being. I don't believe that there's a being out there who honestly is watching me right now and he's guiding me through life, and he is somehow my protector, my lover, like the person or the being who actually cares about my well-being, and somehow just is gonna give me eternal life, and he's gonna make sure that I'm always happy, and he's gonna make sure that I'm never sad. Man, just imagine. I don't believe that's possible. I believe that's too good to be true. I mean, I don't feel like we are this privileged as we believe. I believe we always are trying to convince ourselves that we have some sort of privilege, but we don't. How was the world made? Big Bang or God? I don't know. Honestly, don't know. I don't know. I don't feel like the Big Bang theory is exactly correct as well, but I don't believe that God is like whenever you think about how vast, when you really think about how vast, like and how crazy big the universe is, it's kind of like can a creature actually, or can a being actually control all of this? And what is infinity? We cannot perceive infinity, which is really crazy. So I don't know, man. I don't believe in the Big Bang per se. I believe that there's a few flaws into that as well, at least just some unanswered questions. But I don't believe that there was some sort of creature that created us. Well, God, I mean. If anything, I would be more viable to believe that aliens somehow just genetically genetically motivated us for us to be like to go from a monkey to a really smart species. Maybe they put some stuff in our brain, you know. I don't know, but I would just be more forward. I would actually believe this one more than I would believe the fact that we were created by God, all of us, continuously. I don't know how the world was made, honestly. I don't know. I believe the Big Bang is a good theory, but has some flaws into it. And I believe that with time we are probably going to change it to Big Bang to something else, but we need time. We need time to explore the universe. We don't know nothing about the universe so far. We've just seen stuff from our planet, but we need to get our asses up there. We need to adapt ourselves to the universe. We need to be able to create planets, livable planets, in our ecosystem, into our like I apologize, into our like into our solar system. Just create random planets, or maybe push Earth a little bit further so we can control the weather, the temperatures, everything, you know. Just imagine that one day we have this huge amazing mechanism which basically pushes or pulls planets towards another. How do you believe that the world was made? What is your opinion on that? I'm really curious about it. I'm really curious about your opinion. Depends on what you believe. Some say one day the sun will engulf the earth. Yeah, and that's actually like technically proven by science that as stars burn out, they grow bigger. They just go like into a solid state and they grow bigger before they can explode. But just going by the projections, as much as the sun should basically like expand, there's a lot and a lot and a lot and a lot and a lot of time before that happens. I believe it's kind of like 5 billion years or 500 billion years or something. That's like a long time before that happens. No, wait a minute. No. So yeah, I do believe that the sun will engulf the earth when the time is right, but it's too soon. Like it's not a thing that we should even be worried about right now. What did I walk into? Lilouch, I believe that when this stream is over, you should definitely watch the last hour and understand just how much we talked about aliens, about civilizations, about humans, about everything. Like, you have been missing out on a lot of stuff, good stuff, man. I believe that this has been like the best stream ever than we ever had in terms of like deep conversations. I don't know, to be honest, it's hard to believe how one thing made the whole universe. It is, it actually is, but I also don't believe that the whole universe is the universe. I don't know how to explain this, but I don't believe that these two massive this asteroid, because it was like there's a Big Bang theory that says two massive asteroids hit each other, and then there's another one which basically says that it was just a huge explosion from nothingness, and it keeps expanding. So let's just go with the second theory, which is kind of like the newest one, and understand that it cannot explain like the whole universe. In my opinion, I don't believe that this was like the only explosion that happened in the universe. I believe that this is the only explosion that happened at our garden, if I might say so. At our garden, like it's the only explosion that happened at the place where we can see, because there's this thing. Let me show you right now. Actually, there's less big is the universe. Okay, let me show you right now for a moment. Okay, let's just attack this one, and we're gonna go to Streamlabs. We're gonna go like this, and we are gonna go like that, and we're gonna be right here. We're gonna stop the music for a moment. F the music.
The massive Virgo supercluster is nothing but a quiet and tiny.
Now there's a thing in here.
Supercluster, an enormous structure that is home to our galaxy. As if you drove your car at 100 kilometers an hour, like in our previous example to the moon, it would take over 6 times longer than the entire age of the universe is just to finally get there, and it wouldn't even exist still when you arrived. When we zoom out even further, we can see the entire Milky Way galaxy, inside of which Earth is expanding away from.
So this is the observable universe from Earth. This is basically everything that our telescopes can see, and the idea is that there might be stuff outside of the observable universe there that we might not even be able to see, because it goes further. The way the universe expands, it might expand further than the speed of light. Look at this right now. Look at this.
And the light from some places may never reach us at all. Because some parts of space very far away from Earth are expanding away from us faster than the speed of light, that means that the light from these places will never, in an infinite amount of time, reach Earth. Meaning that even if humanity is eternal and exists forever, there will still be an unknown number of places in the universe that we will never know about or ever see. So
the point of it is really crazy. So the point of it is that even though we believe that we've seen like a huge portion of universe, and we've maybe like seen the whole universe, the truth is that we haven't. I believe that the universe is many times bigger than we know of, and we believe that we know, and we believe that this is the only asteroid or the only explosion that happened or the only thing that happened. And maybe no, maybe we live into this big giant thing that things like this are happening all the time. Maybe it's way more bigger than we believe. Maybe it's not the only explosion that's happening. Maybe 10,000, 10 billion, 10 trillion explosion happens, but because they're like so far away from us, we have no idea that they happen. So it's kind of like the universe is so vast, man. There was like this this documentary, and I promise you guys, one day we are not gonna do a Rise of Kingdom stream, but we are gonna do a Watch the Universe stream. And I promise you guys, we're gonna make like a reaction video about it. There's many theories about our existence. Many theories. Like some say we might be like a simulation. We might be like a computer simulation, kind of like the Matrix. Does it make sense? Yes, it does. Like it's actually probably done. Like in Matrix, all the people believe that they were real people, but instead they were just like creations. I don't know if any one of you has seen like Westworld, which is basically a movie where robots believe that they were people, but instead they were nothing but robots on a playground, that they were being used by real people to have fun, and people were paying like $5,000 to go and kill these robots and the robots just could not make sense of it. They didn't remember shit the next day. Their old memories were erased. They were like new day, new day for them. Like they believed that they were people. They believed that they had families. They believed that they had like a past, a future, everything. You know, they had like something. But in the end of the day, they were nothing but mere creations of humans and nothing but boy toys or girl toys. So there's many theories as to what exactly we are. Maybe there's a theory which says maybe we are nothing. Maybe we are nothing but an atom, basically. So if you watch like the atom, right here, let me show you. Atom versus solar system. So there's another theory which says that an atom and the solar system are basically like the same thing if you've watched in some kind of like perspective. So if you go in here, it's kind of like this is the solar system and this is the atom. So technically they're like maybe, just maybe, what we perceive that we is the universe is nothing but just us being part of a proton, being part of an atom, you know, just being part of an atom. And we believe that we believe that we know how big the universe is, but maybe we are really small in the universe. Maybe we are such a small scale that we are not even aware of what the freaking hell is going on. You know, it's kind of like an ant, you know. Just think about an ant. Now imagine that this is a creature, this is an ant right here. Now imagine that Russia is fighting Ukraine. Where is Ukraine? And it's kind of like, imagine that you are that small ant which basically lives in a small garden right here. Do you believe that the ant is actually able to perceive the fact that somehow there's like forces fighting between, that there's like the ant is nothing. Like the ant basically only perceives like earthquakes and small stuff, and there's no more food around, and the trees are dead. That's about it, you know. That's as far as the ant can basically perceive. So there's actually many theories, really amazing theories, many fun theories. That's everything. And there's another one which is called like universe in a jar. I don't know if you've seen this one, but basically it's another theory that basically says, let me show you right here. It's another theory that basically says maybe what are the chances that our universe basically is nothing but an experiment. Our entire universe is probably in a tiny glass jar somewhere, placed in a shelf in an alien child's room as a science fair project that got a C-. But just how crazy is that? Just how crazy is that? Can you imagine it? Honestly, can you actually imagine it? So there's many theories about our existence that we are not able to perceive fully, you know. That's what I'm trying to say. So there's many stuff. Like it's actually crazy. If you want to go so deep into it, you will basically lose your mind, promise you. You will lose your mind trying to make sense of so many theories, and all of them somehow make sense, you know. Yes, we are definitely the ant in the universe. Exactly, we know nothing. Maybe major wars are happening right now and we are part of the territory. Maybe we are part of something that bigger that we don't even know about, you know. But we are just not able to perceive it because we are like super small, super left behind. We have no technology. We know nothing about what is going on. Maybe there's like a huge war going on into the universe as we speak, and we don't know about it. We're not part of any coalition. We might be part of the territory, but we might be looked as like primitive creatures. Maybe there's creatures out there into like the maybe there's creatures out there into the world, I mean into the universe, who basically perceive us the same way that we perceive worms or ants or dogs or I don't know, like rats or stuff like that. They're like, oh, look at these low intelligent creatures, they are growing, oh my god, look at them grow, you know. Maybe they just watch us from afar, you know, be like, our zoo, our personal zoo is going well. Look at them, they are starting to kill each other. They invented like they invented this cool stuff weapon that works into with that works with like atoms. They divide the atom. They are just trying to kill each other right now. Look at this amazing project, you know. We have only discovered only 5% of the ocean as well. We as humans, man, we have a lot of work to do. Whenever people are like, we know everything, I'm like, you don't know shit. You don't know shit about shit. Ancient civilizations, another thing, you know. Did I break MGE? I don't believe I did, but let me just see. I don't believe I broke MGE. I'm nowhere. Nah, I'm 107th, man. What MGE breaking are we talking about? I'm good to go. The universe is a big thing. It's a beautiful thing, but it's also a scary thing, so we should really watch out. Who the hell are you? Man, why are you taking my... No, though, but really? Did you have to come in here? Really? Could you not do something else? Oh, man. I'm hard grinding. 250,000 points. Nice. That's really good. I'm gonna get like 300k and call it night. Like 300k, I believe it's good enough for a grind. So only 50,000 more. Let's see the chests right here. Let's open them. Okay, we are definitely getting lots and lots and lots of silver in here. Oh man, we are still 2.5 million away from these guys. We are just getting nowhere closer. These guys are closing in, but we are getting nowhere closer to rank 1. That's really sad. That's really sad. Killed 900, 500. Oh man, I actually killed the barbs. Oh shit, I actually did. I mean, that's good enough. That's actually good enough. 273k. Okay, that's good. Let's see, just a little bit more. Oh, just a little bit more, guys. Yeah, let's go for one last run. Let's go for one last run. I don't know how many I've spent. Honestly, I have no idea. I'm really curious about how many I've spent. Let me just check for a moment. Let me go like this and see if I spent 100,000 resources so far. Let's go to Flash. Flash. Okay. Load speed up. I've only spent 23,000, 25,000. Oh, that's really good, man. We have barely spent 20% of the AP that we want to spend. This is, yeah, this is actually amazing. Let's go, let's go. We have so much more we can grind, but not today. We are definitely gonna grind so much harder tomorrow. I promise you guys, we are gonna get like 1,000,000 points at least. At least 1,000,000 points. Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. Oh man, this is gonna be amazing. Whew. We still really cannot get the rank 1. I'm really pushing, but we are like still about 2 million away from rank 1. It's too much. Gotta grind some more. We really gotta grind some more. I don't know how doable it is to beat rank 1. I don't know what the expectations are looking at the other kingdoms, but I would hope so. I would really hope so, because the plus 3% is really a lot of it's a big difference. 8-hour speed ups. I like it. Not half bad. Okay, start training. I offer. Offering this one. Offering this one. Okay. Okay, let's go for some more. I said that this was gonna be the last ride, but no. Okay, let's go for some more, because at this point we're so close to 300k that I would just hate it if I didn't get at least that. The whole idea is that we want to finish to a good margin of 1,000,000 points. I feel like a million points should be good enough. Even if we can get any higher, it's gonna be even better. But so far, I wasted about 20,000 AP and I got 300k points. So, if to get 1,000,000 points, technically I have to spend like 70k to yeah, about 70 to 80k thousand AP. And I want to spend about 100 KP like in the first phase, so I would say a million and probably like 1.3 to 1.4 million are good numbers to have for the first stage. That's what I'm hoping to get, but it's gonna be a lot of grinding though. It's gonna be a lot of grinding. I'm sorry, I apologize. Okay. $300k points, good job. Okay, now let's just close this one out. Well, I mean close this one out. Let's just do all the return route from here to our city, and then we're gonna call it a night. And probably tomorrow I have to grind like twice as hard because I have to do the rest, which is like 700k. So we'll probably be grinding a lot harder tomorrow. Oh, and we got the Silk Road as well. We gotta do. Shit, this is really gonna be a busy weekend, ain't it? Whew. 1.9 million difference. Okay, almost there. Oh, 2 million difference, but should being said, the gap isn't closing. Like all three kingdoms right now are really hard grinding even through the night. It's crazy when you think about it. My rank is going like wait, 403, 404 probably, like soonish. Well, of course I'm gonna cash in and I'm gonna go higher again, but point is that I can see that I'm not the only one who's grinding right now. Let's see what rank 396. Yeah, so not the only one who's grinding though. A lot of other people are. I mean, of course, it's night, so a lot of people are like not grinding, but probably like throughout the day, I'm gonna fall quite a little bit. I'm gonna lose quite a little bit of positions when I wake up in the morning, like throughout the day, whenever I come from work. I'm pretty sure that I will still be like rank 700 or 800 whenever I come back. But it's good. It's good. It's good. Like tomorrow we are gonna find some time and we are gonna grind like a lot harder than whatever we did today. We're probably gonna do like a 5 to 6 hour stream, probably, very much, yeah. Or we're gonna do like probably gonna do like two separated streams, or I might just even like do one stream, but I still might grind quite a bit while offline. We'll see. Point is, I want to reach like 1 million points for this event, this stage in particular, and we're gonna see the rest of the stages, but I want to reach at least 1 million points in this stage. It's just I cannot do that right now, not today. I mean, because I have to wake up for work technically in like 4 hours, and I haven't slept yet. So you can just imagine just um, how much in a bad position I am right now. Ooh, yeah, say it's 1 a.m. I gotta be at work at 10 a.m. I gotta be at work. I got to wake up for work at 6 a.m. though. So, and it's 2 a.m. here, by the way. So it's literally like 10x worse. So what I'm thinking is I'm just gonna sleep now and probably just wake up tomorrow and go to work. And after work, I'm probably just gonna like crazy grind into this one. Even probably like some stuff I'm gonna be focused or forced to do like off stream, or I might just not sleep after work. But I don't know if that's possible because I feel like I'm gonna be like crazy tired. So, but I'll figure out a solution though. I will figure out a way to get 1,000,000 points this KVK stage. And that being said, I'm not really that far away. Like, for a first day I grinded about 3 hours, maybe just a little bit less because we were taking care of our farms as well, and we got the 300k points. So we'll see. We'll see. Now if I go around here, it's gonna cost me a lot of time, so I feel like it's best if I just yeah, kill the last of stuff that's like close to my city and call it a night. Good night, dude. I'm sure I'll come on at some point. Good night, brother. Good night. I appreciate you staying here for such a long time. I really do. I'm probably gonna sleep as well real soon, so it's not like you're missing out on much. I'm literally gonna call it a night soonish. It's gonna be well over for me as well. I'm barely awake right now as I'm doing this, and I know for goddamn sure that if I don't sleep well, I'm gonna regret the living hell out of tomorrow. So I just gotta really do it. But yeah, this is like the worst stage for Rise of Kingdoms, because the rest of the stages aren't half bad. You can definitely like, they're like the forts, for example, they're like way easier. You don't need to go all around. All you gotta do is like fill in and everything. So this is like the worst stage. Then the rest of the stages just get easier, get better, quicker. And there's a lot of stuff to kill in here, so let's go with this road right here. Okay. Oh man, barely any. We're getting some nice stuff here, but barely any seconds though. Okay. Alright. Rank 375. Oh man, sadly though, 0 gems. And we get some nice speed ups, but 0 gems. Mostly we're getting resources, not really worth it, if you ask me. It appears that he's gonna join me, but I'm literally almost finished now. It's okay, we wait, I guess. I don't feel like it's very much important to wait, but okay. Okay. It's probably like the last one, so. Yeah, this is definitely the last one for night, man. Okay, you can continue on your own now, brother. I will probably be available tomorrow as well, but right now I really gotta sleep. I know that he said he really wanted to keep going, but right now, as we are, we really gotta sleep because we got work tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. I literally got work in like 4 hours from now, so it's not even tomorrow anymore. It's literally I got work in 4 hours. Okay, rank 358. This is where we close it for the night. And yeah, we're gonna grind a lot more tomorrow. But for now, let's call it a night, guys. So thank you all for stopping by. I appreciate you. And I'll see you guys in the next stream tomorrow. So love you all and